Топ 10 най-страховити места на света, които дори не могат да бъдат обяснени. Каквото и да значи това, аз реално не искам да ми обясняват нещо, което е страховито, ми е достатъчно страховито. Айде да видим какво са ни приготвили тук. Настанявайте се удобно, придърпвайте сатъра и да видим какви са тия места. Catatumbo Lightning Storm.
At the mouth of the Catatumbo River, where it spills into Lake Maracaibo, the weather gets a little intense.
Generally the storm.
О, аз обожавам, между другото, някакви светкавици, някакви гръмотевици, някакви бури, да вали зверския дъжд, но явно тук е някаква свинщина. Чакайте да видим.
Not only the lightning, it's also sometimes hurricane force winds, tornadoes, all sorts of formations of clouds, and very heavy rain.
The Catatumbo lightning storm is a phenomenon that occurs between 140 and 160 days of the year, usually at night. While its exact frequency
Това е почти половин година. Се случва. Wow.
varies from year to year, the strange occurrence has been happening with surprising regularity dating back to at least 1826.
Each storm lasts for 10 hours and can have 200 lightning strikes per hour.
10 часа. И може да има 200 светкавици на час.
On some occasions, it's been recorded as having a lightning strike every second.
Имало е пъти, в които имало светкавици всяка секунда. Искам да ходя да снимам там. Аз точно видях някакъв човек с някаква камера. Представям си някаква slow motion, да забичиме някаква камеричка и направо да пръснат някакви нечувани кадри.
Have had some success with predictive models, but theories on its exact cause remain inconclusive. Ideas have ranged from localized uranium to methane to a convergence of atmospheric variables.
It originates from a mass of storm clouds over 5 kilometers high, which are likely the result of winds from the lake meeting surrounding mountain ranges and collecting heat and moisture, creating electrical charges.
Whatever the cause, the effect is stunning and terrifying.
Да, много интересно. Не е ясно какво точно се случва. Има няколко възможни причини. И въпреки това е някакво много феноменално. Толкова дълго, толкова продължително. Там ще ти се наелектризират гащите постоянно. Така, номер 9. Някакви светлини. Какви? Хездалън. Добре, в Норвегия.
Since at least the 1930s, strange lights have been observed in the sky above the Hessdalen Valley in Norway.
Чак от 1930 маняк. И аз още не съм разбрал. Те почти 100 години ще станат.
Resembling spheres and other times streaks, these strange lights are not an aurora, nor are they any known craft, although aircraft have been mistaken for them. Their duration, speed, time of appearance, and behavior vary wildly, to the point that making observations or hypotheses has proven difficult. Aside from the inevitable claims of alien activity, a number of ideas have been put forth.
Добре, значи някои от кадрите изглеждат филм. Това може би има нещо. Ама то кадър изглежда, брат, тук съм светнал някакви коледни лампички и съм си снимал ръката.
Plasma created from radon decay or electric charges generated from quartz grains in the
Уоу, не знам, ама то кадър е зверския на небето.
valley below. Until a conclusive theory is reached,
Мале, то кадър е скандално добър.
Number 8, the Reshat structure,
Какво е това?
Mauritania.
Това не ви ли изглежда като някакво око?
Located in the Sahara Desert, the Reshat structure, also known as the Eye of the Sahara, is a strange series
Окото на Сахара, да, аз това съм го виждал всъщност. Но наистина е вау, зверското е.
of concentric geological rings. Due to its remote location, it's not easily observed. Curiously, archaeological evidence points to early human activity in the area. The Reshat structure's origins have long puzzled the scientific community, with theories ranging from it being an impact crater to the lost city of Atlantis.
Wait, mother of Jefferson Davis.
It's beautiful.
The current theory is that it was originally a naturally formed volcanic dome which collapsed long ago.
Once thought to be the result of a meteor impact, researchers now believe it was caused by a large dome of molten rock uplifting, and once at the surface, being shaped by wind and water into what we see today.
Still, the fact that its rings are equidistant and that it's so circular is a little unnerving.
Като направо като на дърво.
Number 7, Devil's Kettle, Minnesota, USA. In
Чайника
Judge
на...
C.R. Magny State Park in Minnesota, there's a waterfall named Devil's Kettle. The falls split into two, with one side going further downstream and the other flowing into a hole in the rock. Attempts at throwing objects into the hole and looking for them further on have proven unsuccessful. And
Ама
the
да,
surrounding rock
то изглежда, нали, те са все едно различни. Това продължава някъде подземно, а това отива някъде
is not the
други.
type that usually forms underground passages.
U of M professor Calvin Alexander calls it a giant blender, shredding whatever enters. But where does it exit?
A recent theory holds that the objects thrown into the kettle are pulverized by the water pressure before they can reappear downstream. Since there's little loss in water volume.
The DNR said Tuesday that hydrologists
Аз
believe
просто си мисля,
that
че
water re-enters the river from underground, not far downstream. They concluded that because the water volume flowing over the two falls is nearly identical to the flow below them, so the mystery water isn't flowing someplace
да, значи най-вероятно отива там, но просто по-надълбоко се влива.
else.
There are those who find fault with the theory, however, inviting us to wonder what's really happening at the Devil's Kettle.
There's still no real confirmation as to where the water goes once it goes in.
Number 6.
Ма аз не разбирам това, що е чак толкова страшен филм.
Shanai Timpishka, Peru.
Как го произнесе това като някаква пишка?
To where the water goes once it goes in.
Number 6. Shanai Timpishka, Peru. Deep in the Peruvian Amazon, there lies a very unusual river. Shanai Timpishka, also called La Bomba, is unlike any river in the world for one simple reason. It boils.
The river stretches nearly 4 miles
Реката, която ври.
long, boils to over 200 degrees Fahrenheit.
200 градуса
It is
Фаренхайт.
one of 2 geothermal systems in the world not attributed to volcanic activity.
The temperature of the water there ranges
Колко градуса е? 200 градуса Фаренхайт, 93 градуса. Тоест от 45 до 93. Бе, пак е много, мога да си свършиш някакви яйца, примерно.
Physically imagine that much hot water. You stick your hand in and you will see second and third degree burns.
Although there are other bodies of water that experience higher temperatures, most of these others are located near volcanoes or substantial geothermal vents.
Аз точно ще кажа, между другото, че най-вероятно е близко до някакъв вулкан и заради това има някаква толкова голяма топлина от под земята. Но явно не е така.
The Shanai Timpishka is not. Some of the leading theories involve a fault-led hydrothermal feature or even an oil field accident. But for now, the cause of the river's heat remains open to debate.
Това направо изглежда се едно живо тук отстрани.
And despite all of these studies, all of these discoveries and the legends, a question remains. What is the significance of the boiling river?
Number 5. Crooked Forest, Poland. The Gplay last.
Това съм го виждал и преди, между другото. Защо всички дървета са огънати. Чакайте да чуем всъщност.
Or Crooked Forest lies just outside Grafino, a town in Poland. A grove of pine trees. The Crooked Forest, true to its name, consists of trees whose trunks are unusually bent towards the north shortly after they emerge from the ground. Although planted fairly recently, if you can call 1930 recent, there's no record or conclusive proof for why the trees are shaped like something out of a Brothers Grimm fairy tale.
Well, are you saying what I'm saying? I most definitely am not.
Theories abound, with some believing a snowstorm could have bent them, while others suggest human involvement to shape them like boat.
Напълно е възможно, още докато са растяли, да е имало нещо, което да ги е карало. Примерно да са били вързани с някакви въженци насам или нещо такова.
Hulls. The equipment and method used in the latter case is anyone's guess.
Но да, изглежда сякаш има човешка намеса тук. Някой 1930 или по-скоро 1940 е правил някакви схеми. Признай си.
Number 4. Mogwicheng, China. Mogwicheng roughly translates to City of the Devil, and that's a hauntingly apt name for this
Градът на
desolate desert
дявола ли бе,
region.
майка?
A
Идвам.
huge stone formation resides here, with shapes that resemble castles and demons. As creepy and mysterious as these stones are, what's even more spine-tingling is the ambiance. Visitors report hearing a variety of eerie noises on the wind.
То сигурно се чуват някакви звуци от вятъра, защото има някакви специфични форми и от самото духане на вятъра се получават някакви ехота. Но често казвам, на мен ми изглежда някакво толкова демонично и толкова дяволско. Изглежда по-скоро някакво мега красиво. Бих отишъл там да зяпам. Да пусна дроница, бате, моталиската да полети там, да поснима.
It's said that music can be heard, while cloudy days bring on
Често казвам, ако чуя някаква музика, вече може би бих извадил леко някакво сътърче.
the disturbing sounds of people in pain and wild beasts. Ghost
Това вече е някакво много адско.
enthusiasts are sure to get a kick out of the place, But until science can explain this chilling phenomenon, other tourists may want to steer clear. Number 3. Kokomo Hum, Indiana, USA. The city of firsts, Kokomo, Indiana may seem like any other city in the United States, but there's an invisible force terrorizing the locals: sound. Some residents have reported a persistent low-pitched humming noise in the town since 1999.
What? Как така искаш да кажеш, че от 23 години има някакъв звук и никой нищо не прави по въпроса? What?
Blamed for everything from headaches to nausea to joint pains. One possible culprit is the nearby Daimler Chrysler plant and its huge large cooling towers. You might not have to travel to Kokomo to experience the hum, however, as reports from across the world have people experiencing similar symptoms. Is it a case of mass hysteria, or is there something connecting these accounts? It remains a disconcerting mystery.
Oh God!
Това е някакво много странно. Смисъл... Няма как това от толкова години да се случва и никой нищо да не е направил по въпроса и... Да, не знам. Това тук ще ни копирайт, за това направо го прескачам.
Fairy circles,
Какво е
Namibia.
това?
The crop circles of the natural world. Fairy circles are bare, circular patches of grass found in the desolate grasslands of
Каква трева? Какво става тук?
Namibia, as well as in Western Australia. The local people have ascribed the circle's creation to gods or spirits, much like the similar phenomena of fairy rings,
Аз още не мога да разбера
which
какво
are
е това.
found worldwide.
There's actually millions of them, and in fact, they can grow up to 65 feet in diameter and live up to 75 years. Scientists have no idea what the heck they are or how they're formed,
Какво става тази? Защо ми се кара?
but they're nicknamed fairy circle.
More scientific explanations, however, include sand termites, which have been found in and around most of them, or else as a result of underground moisture competition among
То става в нивите им се случват някакви образования, сега разбирам.
grasses.
Some researchers suspect a highly poisonous bush of the euphorbia family. They believe it contaminates the soil so badly that even after its death, nothing can grow.
Even a combination of plant and animal interactions has been considered. But these uncanny circles have yet to be concluded.
А мене по-скоро ми беше интересно това какво.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe. Movile Cave, Romania. Discovered in 1986
Това е тази
off the
пещера
coast
в
of the
Румъния,
Black Sea,
отиваме.
Movile Cave is one of the most unique ecosystems in the world.
Какво има там?
Isolated from the rest of the world for 5.5 million years, Movile Cave has air with high levels of ammonia and hydrogen sulfide. This has led to the evolution of at least 33 animals found nowhere else on Earth.
Over millions of years,
33 животни, които ги няма никъде другаде на планетата.
creatures in this subterranean world have adapted to the conditions. Many of them are blind, their skin is translucent. In this dark place, evolution has done away with all superfluities. Coming down here is like traveling back eons in the history of the Earth.
Scientists are particularly interested in studying the life found there, as it could give clues as to what life on other planets could look like. Given the inherent danger of the environment, access to the Movile Cave is strictly controlled by the Romanian government.
This is a dark world of
Сега не
sterile
мога да отида, бате, да се разходя там, да пия едно кафенце.
beauty, which man enters at his peril.
Do you agree with our...
Батенце, само не разбрах къде са страховитите места. Нищо страховито нямаше тук. Имаше доста интересни неща, но къде са страховитите места?